What's up, party people? Welcome to Missing the Homies. Sorry. I did a lot of recording this weekend, and if you haven't seen the other show and tell, peep it. But this is not that show. This is Missing the Homies. And speaking of homies, I'm waiting for my homie, Kiernan, since he's traveling and he is being a trooper because, I would want to do this. I would do this wherever, but for him to do this in an airport is dedication. So I appreciate him for doing that. And we're just waiting for him to join the Zoom. So I'm going to play the intro music right. Oh shit!
What's good?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
How's it going? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, I can hear you. Thank God you have those AirPods. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What's up? So how was Arizona?
Arizona's been good. So I met up with my college friends, a couple of my college friends in Tucson.
Mhm.
None of us live anywhere close to there, but we wanted to go somewhere warm and somewhere with some hiking, somewhere with some good food.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I was like, I don't think anybody lives in Arizona.
No,
But I mean, that's cool.
It's kind of random, but it's been nice. Like stupid good food. We've had
How was the hiking?
so many good. The hiking was really nice. It was there's a lot of mountains out here, and it was not that hot. It was like mid 70s every day, and
That's
really
beautiful.
sunny. And dude, I knew there were cactuses. Like that was kind of the whole thing, but they're so dense. Like I thought, like there's so many cactuses. I thought there'd be like a cactus every like.
Oh,
half
you're
mile.
saying the grouping of cacti is dense?
Yeah, dude. I'll send you some pictures later. But it was just like if you like looking up at the side of the mountain, there's like thousands of cactuses. I was like, what the hell? What's going on?
How
So
many
it was like truly like a forest, honestly.
how many tumbleweeds did you see?
None except I watched a video about tumbleweeds. And did you know they're a huge problem?
No, I literally know nothing about tumbleweeds except for what
Okay,
I've
well,
seen on cartoons.
let this be a PSA for you and everyone else watching. That they're a huge problem. I thought they were just like they roll across in the beginning of a western scene
What are
right before the shootout.
how are they a problem?
So they're a weed, right? They're
Yeah.
a plant,
It's a ball.
and they're an invasive species. I think from Russia. And they came in. I think came in like 150 years ago when pioneers were trying to make everything agriculture out west.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think like Russians ship some seeds, and then they happen to put some tumbleweed seeds in there. And then so anyway, the tumbleweed grows, and it's kind of like just like a bush, right?
Yeah.
And it grows a bunch of it itself grows like thousands of seeds on it, and then it dies. And then when it dies, it dies intentionally to like be able to spread the
To
seed.
spread
So
the
like
seed.
so then it rolls and stuff. And I guess it just grows so much and it like chokes out all the other plants that it's like a massive issue. And I
What
didn't even
the
know. I know.
So here's a better question. Why were you watching the video? Were you like, damn, there's no tumbleweeds, or were you like trying to learn?
That's a fantastic question. It was actually the progression of both of those things. I was like, damn, there's no tumbleweeds. And one of my friends was like, do you know why there's no tumbleweeds? I was like, no, I don't know why there's no tumbleweeds. So we looked it up and then we realized it was actually a massive problem. I'm sure that there's some around, but I think it's more of a problem in like the Great Plains area.
Yeah.
But they be tumbling so they can get around.
I mean, yeah, they're probably. Man, I was gonna say, never mind. I was gonna make a stupid geography joke, but honestly, not even worth it. But that's dope. So
Really? You teased it.
I was just gonna say they'll get there, but I don't know how close Arizona is to the Great Plains. So, God, so bad. But
It's a big country, dude.
that's dope. And
Yeah.
then now you're headed to Miami. You're meeting Sarah there,
Yeah.
right? Because Sarah didn't go to
Yep.
Arizona.
Right. I'm in up with Sarah tomorrow. Because my birthday was yesterday, right? And so I was planning
Happy
on going
belated.
home. Thank you. I was planning on going home for a day to see my parents and then go to Miami. But I'm an idiot and like booked my flights late. So the only flight I could get was going to be an overnight and get me in like the morning of the first at
Yeah.
like 6 a.m. But then I was already going to fly. Sarah already had a flight for like 9 a.m. on the first. And so I was going to be in Detroit. Like I probably wasn't going to even be able to leave the airport. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, fuck no. I'm just going to.
Yeah, you
So
would have
anyway,
literally flown into Michigan, stayed there,
yeah,
like left and came back. Yeah, no,
right, right. No.
that's annoying.
And so what I ended up doing, because I'm cheap, was I just booked a late flight. So I'm flying out like midnight tonight and getting in like hella early in Miami, but then I don't have to pay for a hotel.
I mean,
So it works.
that's what's up.
But then Sarah and I are there for like 5 days. We're gonna just chill on the beach, get some good food down there too. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Me and Nay are going to Boston end of March.
Oh, man.
So I'm
Nice.
super excited.
Oh god, I want to give you some recs. If are you going with anyone?
We're going and we're staying with Renee's friend Arnella and her boyfriend Matt.
Oh, cool.
But I literally weirdly enough, I've always wanted to go to Boston. You know what it was? It was our because you can relate, our third grade Cabrini trip. Or not trip, our third grade state project.
Oh yeah, you got Massachusetts.
So I had Massachusetts, and so I was like obsessed with Boston, and I was like, I'm in third grade. I don't even know what the fuck's in Boston. I was like, that's where they dump the tea. So
exactly, dude. See,
I told Nay the only two things I want to do are get a Boston lager
yeah,
at the Sam Adams pub, and then dump some tea into the harbor.
hell yeah.
Like that's it.
That's the American experience right there. I've heard the brewery. I've never been, but I've heard the brewery at Sam Adams is actually really cool. So if you can do the whole brewery tour, I would recommend it.
I would love to. I don't know how much they'll all want to do that, but like I would
Yeah,
love to do that because
I've
I've
heard it's really cool.
so many brewery tours, and I could just. I mean, Sam Adams just became a like I who bought it out? I think Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch bought it. So
Okay.
it's like not a craft brewery anymore, but I would still love to see it. But yeah, no, hit me with those recs.
Yeah, for sure,
I'm
bro.
fucking down.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, dude. Speaking of food, or not even speaking of food. Speaking of recs, I got a rec for when I was googling stuff about this food here that I know you would love. It's 'cause I know you like a good hot dog. They have a special style of hot dogs here.
disgusting.
Okay,
Get-
but they be they're so it's called a Sonoran dog, and they basically take the hot dog, they wrap it in bacon.
Ooh.
So Sonora is like the region of Mexico, like just to the south.
Oh,
I think we're
Senora. I
in the,
I
I think
thought you
I'm in
said
the
a
Sonoran Desert
I
right
thought
now.
you said a snoring dog. I was like
No,
a
no, a
dog that puts you
Sonoran
on
dog.
your
Sorry.
ass.
Yeah, it just is. It actually is just NyQuil. But they wrap it in bacon and then they put some like beans in it, some refried beans, and then some like tomatoes and onions and sour cream and like a salsa verde, and then
Ooh, so it's like
uh,
the most Mexican hot dog you ever eaten in your
exactly,
life.
exactly. And then also that it was so nice that the buns that they do, like you know how our buns are just like kind of like wrap the dog like this. Their buns go like a rowboat, so it's like all the way around. So you could so it honestly it's like just like a little more bread on the end, but
Yeah.
it makes it so much. It was a great touch.
Dude, you're gonna have to send me a picture because like
I will.
I can the way I'm picturing it is that it's like
Yeah,
it looks like like it would be like a piece of Play-Doh and you like stick a hot dog into it.
that's pretty accurate. I texted you a picture.
All right.
Dude, and then they come with some like grilled peppers that they just like give them a little char, and I think they put them in like a brine so they're salty. They're
Oh,
so good.
okay. So I get what you're saying. So it's more like it would be more like it kind of looks like a pizza roll, honestly. Like
Yeah,
that
it's
much.
kind of like a hoagie almost. I mean, in the bread at least.
Oh my god. Do you call it a hoagie because you spent so much time in Rhode Island?
Yeah, exactly.
Because what's the difference between a hoagie and a sub? There isn't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Is there not one?
I mean, man, we could get into this, and I did you know that my like college icebreaker was asking people if a hot dog was a sandwich?
I'm not surprised.
I used to waste so
Good
much
afternoon. We
fucking
would
time.
like to welcome you to the boarding area for the American
Sorry.
flight.
No,
Rose
you're all
7
good.
Pittsburgh,
I was like,
operated on our
I was sitting here
AC-21 aircraft,
thinking, I was
where
like, wait,
carry-on allowance is
where's the
one
plane
carry-on
going?
bag and one personal
Um,
item. Please
but
place your personal
so
item under
that
the
used to
seat
be
in
my
front of you and
icebreaker
store your
for.
carry-on back in the overhead bin near your
Oh my
seat.
gosh, I can't
If
even
you check your
focus.
bag at the
I'm
gate,
sorry.
be
No,
sure
you're
to
all
remove
good.
any
Okay, I'm
cigar
gonna mute
batteries
myself. You
or
talk.
Yeah,
e-cigarettes.
you. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I literally could not focus. Okay, so what I used to do for the video club was to kick our meetings off whenever we had new people. I would always throw it out. Okay, everybody go around, say your name, and say whether you think a hot dog is a sandwich. And the volatility that grew out of that. It was so bad to the point where like some days we wouldn't have meetings because we would just like talk about that because it breeds so many different conversations and I now I use this as like a disarming tactic because so to put in context last time I was on a job and I was with Demi and Max, my boss, and this girl who was on set with us, or not a girl, non-binary. They were with us, and their ex partner. Oh my gosh! So there was just a bunch of people, and it got to the point where everybody was like starting to like pick on me because I was the only person that connected everybody, which makes sense. So I literally like leaned over to Demi. I was like, watch this. Nobody's going to talk about me at all. And I literally like I just asked my boss, 58-year-old man. I was like, yo, Max, is a hot dog a sandwich? And he went off. Like, he's like, no, a hot dog's not a sandwich, blah, blah, blah. You know, a sandwich has to have 2 pieces of bread, some meat, and some... And I'm like, okay, so is a PB&J a sandwich? So like it just goes so many ways, and then literally 30 seconds later, nobody was even looking at me, and I looked at him. I was like, it works. Like it works too well, and it's crazy.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'd say yes, it is a sandwich.
Okay, so you would say a hot dog is a sandwich.
Only, I mean, not to get too political in here, but I think it is a sandwich. Yeah.
Please get political and please tell me your reasoning, because honestly, I think, you know, we're probably not going to talk about Marvel because I feel like we've already covered everything, and
yeah, I actually haven't watched anything. I tried to. My mission failed,
which is totally cool. So let's get into if you think a hot dog is a sandwich, because I want to know your reasoning.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So I think that the important things in a sandwich are bread.
Yes.
Some type of protein, like
Party of 4, last name 2.
Meat, peanut butter,
Jerry and
Okay,
egg salad, I
see,
guess.
so you saying peanut butter, or you saying some kind of protein is already a different, like, I've never heard that viewpoint, and I really like it. So,
Okay.
so keep
Okay.
going.
Okay, so we have our bread, we have our protein, and then you have, I guess that's all the key components, because I would accept a peanut butter sandwich as a sandwich
I would
without any jelly, but like
I would also agree.
then I would like to have some sort of like, typically some sort of like fruit/vegetable, or whether that's like lettuce, or if we're gonna really extend it and say like jam.
Yeah.
And then maybe some other type of condiment like mustard.
Okay.
Ketchup, anything like that.
See, so that's
Mayo.
That's pretty good. So I'm trying to think, because I haven't had this full on conversation in a while.
Hey, you graduated a bit ago. Yeah, that's a lot of practice.
Yeah, I'm 3 years removed from. Wow, isn't that crazy? We
know.
fucking graduated like 3 years ago. You're still in school. But so then, would you consider an ice cream sandwich a sandwich?
No.
No. Okay.
Uh,
So then, what would you consider it?
Just a dessert. I guess we could alter it to say dessert sandwich if you want to, because like a cookie sandwich, like it's Sandwich in form, but not in function.
Yes, oh man, yes, because then it gets more complicated. Like, what I really like to fuck people up with is when they're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. It just needs bread to contain it, and then some kind of protein. Be like, okay, well, is a bread bowl from Panera a sandwich? Because
Oh God,
it follows your.
it does follow. Oh my goodness.
And then so a lot of people's I'm so sorry.
No, please.
I'm so sorry for this. Because a lot of people will say that a hot dog is not a sandwich because it's one piece of bread.
Right.
But then if it rips on the bottom, then it would make it a sandwich. But I think we're agreeing, so whatever. I just like to
bread bowl though. I was thinking bread. I hadn't even thought bread bowl. What I was thinking of was like ravioli. Like that's technically like a bread.
Yeah.
But it's contained.
So
I wouldn't consider that a sandwich either. So what is it? Maybe I don't know.
So Renee, this is Renee's stance on it, and she's very firm. Everything is either a sandwich or a salad. Yeah, a sandwich or a salad, because I think a ravioli would, if it's like in a bunch of sauce, would be a salad. But I agree with you. A ravioli by itself would be a sandwich. And then a Hot Pocket would also be a sandwich. But then it doesn't fall under the definition of two pieces of bread, because people get real hung up on the amount of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's a problem. We can't be hung. But so then bread bowl, salad or bread or sandwich.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if we're going off the definition of something encased in bread, then I guess a bread bowl would technically be a sandwich. But the soup inside would be a soup, so it's both. But then where does a lettuce wrap fall in?
Oh God.
Or a taco or a burrito? Then it gets like the
burrito sandwich. I will say that if I like, you ever seen those like the Jimmy John's like non-witches or whatever they're called, unwitches, or with that is like wrapped in salad.
Yeah,
that's a sandwich.
But then, what makes that a sandwich, and an ice cream sandwich not a sandwich? See, you get what I'm saying? Like, see how complicated this? We could literally sit here for like the next 3 hours and just bring up food. So yeah, I don't think we need to do that. But it's always a good little fun.
Beautiful.
But yeah, so
I'm gonna be thinking about that one.
Yeah, bro. Ask Sarah. I want to know what Sarah's view.
Yeah,
I love.
She will have. Yeah, the way that her and I are similar in a lot of ways, and one of them is that they have firm opinions. They just decide something, and then it's that. So, she'll have an opinion, whatever it is.
I feel like the sandwich question is a great equalizer, because I've asked a lot of really dumb people and a lot of really smart people, and everybody is very, very opinionated on it. Like Max got mad because he was like. Because I kept throwing, because his definition is he had like an ideal sandwich in mind, which is like, okay, it has to be a bread, some meats, some vegetables, and a condiment, and then more bread. Exactly like what you said. And then I was like, okay, well, is a PB&J a sandwich? And he's like, no, it's not a sandwich. I was like, but you just said it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah. And he's like, that's not what I'm fucking talking about. Like, the way people get angry talking about sandwiches, it does something to me. It really fuels me.
Oh yeah. Well, it applies to everyone. Everyone's had a sandwich.
Everybody has had,
or at least in some form.
Well, now we don't know. Now we don't know what.
That's true. I don't want to exclude people.
So yeah. So that was about it. I don't really have anything else for this podcast. So you have anything? I just kind of wanted to tie a bow on this and see how
Yeah.
your trips were.
The trips were really good, man. I miss my college friends. I don't see them that often. It was good to hang out. A couple of them couldn't make it just to like flight. There's a storm last week or something, or end of last week. But
Yeah.
everyone's done pretty well.
We will now begin boarding American flight 407.
All right,
You're all
I think
good.
I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to talk much. I'm gonna be talked over by the.
You're all good.
PA, which is fine.
I can listen, but I can't talk while it's going.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you can hear me well?
Yeah. Oh no, I can hear you. You're good.
Oh, okay. Oh, even when they're okay.
Yeah.
No, it was nice. I think that we truly had just delicious food every time. We went to a drive-through Mexican place. Like it was like 10 p.m. We just went through, and it was like a menu board. Like you get a drive-through Wendy's or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like top 10 tacos I've ever had. It was just like
Ooh.
we sat in the car for like 10 minutes. It wasn't even really fast food. I mean, they like definitely made it on the spot because it was like, but it was just like
Did you guys rent a
we got
car,
tacos
or
and-
was somebody close
Mhm.
enough? Oh.
yeah, one of my friends works for like a big business that's got those kind of perks, and so we just got a good discount on the car.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I forget you're older than me, so you could rent a car. I can't rent a car now.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the trip I couldn't, but now I can.
Fair. Well, that's good. That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had I'm glad you're getting to enjoy this this break that you're on.
I appreciate it, man. I've been excited to. I'm like definitely feeling that the burnout that happened over the course of the first 2 years of school is like gone. I wouldn't say it's. If I had to start school tomorrow, I'd still not be ready. But I got like 2 more weeks, so I think by that time I have a pretty good feeling that I'll be excited to get going again.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Mhm.
awesome. See, so
Yeah.
that like I was just talking. Who was I talking to? I was talking to my dad, I think, and I was telling him, I was like, oh yeah, Kieran was here. He's like, is he still doing school? I was like, yeah, he's gonna be in med school. And he's like, thank you. And he's like, that's so much school. I don't know how and I don't know how you do it, but I get it because you're so excited about it, which is awesome, which is like what you want. So I'm just happy that you're happy with what you're doing.
I appreciate it, man. I will say that part of the I've been planning on doing this. You know me, I've been planning on this for a long time. But
I thought you just decided that you were
yeah, it was just a little bit of a whim. I decided to take the test. I actually know someone who
I thought you took the MCAT on a dare.
Yeah, it was a prank. I actually lost my fantasy football league, so I just did it, and it went well. No, part of the it is like a lot of school. But part of the reason, so part of one of the calming components of it is that I don't have to choose anything right now because I made one big decision on what I wanted to do, and now I'm like in a lane for the foreseeable future. So
yeah, for a while.
I don't have to be making I don't have to be like, all right, am I going to try to find a job now? Because I just simply can't.
Yeah, and I think it also kind of helps that like once you're done, like it's not like you're graduating and you're like, oh, okay, I have to find some kind of job. Like you're graduating and you know what you're going to be doing, and you like will have a spot somewhere, which is, I mean, that's way more reassuring than what I did. Like I graduated, I was like, oh fuck, now I don't know what the fuck to do.
It's true, but look at you, man. You're doing great for yourself. I'm not gonna lie. I was confident in you, but I was worried for you. You made a big jump.
Bro,
across,
you were worried
big
about
city.
me. I was worried about And
But look at you, man.
see, I appreciate it because you're one of the people who like actually understands like the jump that I took, because I mean, because a lot of people, not to like, this is gonna be on the internet and everything, but like really nobody's gonna fucking watch this. But like people think I just followed Renee here, which is like so wild to me that nobody thinks I have any sense to myself.
Right.
So it just like for you to even say that, like that you were worried, but you're happy that I made it, like makes me feel good because I'm like, okay, Kieran, who actually knows like what I was going through and like knows me, like you saw the vision of what I was doing. So
Yeah, man, of course. And I knew you were something you want. You were gonna work your ass off to get it.
that's
You're doing great. There's a couple of kids out there doing their best.
You know, just oh my god, did you watch my video?
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, I was like, that's almost a quote from my video because I put a video out today. Anyways,
Oh, I didn't see it yet. No.
it's very very short, and it's like, honestly, it's really just self talk for me. It's a video for me
Nice.
to like go back and watch and be like, okay, yeah, no, get back on it. What else was I gonna? Oh, I was gonna tell you because I was going through. So last week I had like a pretty big slump.
5 customers.
And I was just going through and watching the vlogs that I shot like back in college. And I watched like the East Coast vlogs and I was like, oh, just like such a good time that we had in those couple of days.
Such a good time.
So yeah, I just, I'm just happy that we got to do something like that. And now we're doing something like this.
Yeah, man, this has been really fun. I was always excited to do it with you, but this is, I mean, being able to have this, I know it was your whole point is being able to catch up with your friends and have a built-in schedule, but it's a really great idea. I feel really lucky to be able to do it with you.
Dude,
I've had a really good time.
thank you. I'm so glad it worked out that it like was right when right when you had a break. So next time you have a big break, I'm going to kick everybody else off and you will have that you'll have that slot.
Well, I'll hit you up next year then. It's been fun.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. But yeah, no, honestly, I think that's probably it. Cuz I really
Sounds
just
good, man.
wanted to say what's up and see how you're doing.
Got you. Who do you got going on next month, or is that a surprise till Friday?
No, cuz actually the first episode is coming out tomorrow cuz I like to drop
Oh,
on the
okay.
first. So it's
Okay.
going to be me and my cousin Tony Miguel.
Oh, nice.
He did the vlog version of this last year, and it was a fucking nightmare. It was so bad that we ran into a second month, and then that second month somehow we did worse. So it was like a shitty 2 months, and I was ready to like scrap this whole idea, and I was like, no, I got to figure out something easier. And that's where the podcast was born. So literally,
Here we are.
and I told him, I was like, dude, like, because of you, that's like, this is where we're at now. And he's like, all right, so when can I be on the podcast? I was like, dog, you fucked it up too much. You'll be on it when you're on it.
Advantage member.
So, yeah, so he'll be next month. And it'll be cool. We already recorded one episode, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
That's awesome, bro. I'll give you a quick shot of the mountain before I go. You can sort of see them out there. Little
Ooh.
mountain action.
That's a thumbnail right there.
Awesome.
So
Well,
yeah,
thank you for being flexible and let me wait till I was in the airport.
bro, no, thank you for being flexible and even doing this in the airport. Like I'm that weirdo who would happily I would bring this shit and do it in the airport, and it's a lot to do this in public. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
It's all good. I found a nice little secluded area, so we're good.
Hell yeah. Enjoy your next fucking 9 hours. All right, so I'm going to just talk to Phil Space until Kieran unmutes because, he's at the airport and he really is the trooper for doing this. Oh my god.
I don't know, bro. I think this is like the full, like they're telling the rules, so it might be a while.
Oh, okay. So then let's call it right here. All right, bro. Peace.
All right, love you, man.
Safe travels.
Good.
Love you too. Thank you again. For real. Thank you. I'm gonna look into the
Thank
camera
you.
so you see my eyes. Thank you for doing this. Like, I appreciate it. I know this was a lot and it was fun, but thank you.
Great. All right, love you, man.
All right, love you too. Hey, let me know when you get on the flight because
Yeah.
your ass is gonna be there for a while. Don't miss your flight.
It's gonna be like 12:30 your time. It's gonna be a long night.
Bro, you think I go to bed before midnight?
No, I know you don't. Shit.
Shit. All right, bro. I'll talk to you. Peace.
All
Safe
right, sounds
travels.
good.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Group 7